Hello and welcome to Manifest Quests, where it's never too late to change your life for the better. Today I thought I would talk about a method that seems to work well for many people. There's scientific research behind the method. I think there's scientific research behind all of this, but so today I'm going to talk about writing your intentions or your desires or what have you down on paper. There is, you can certainly type it into a computer on a document or what have you, but the act of putting pen to paper and writing it down, there's some connection to the brain that sort of, I guess, solidifies that into your mind. Probably, obviously, sits in your conscious mind while you're thinking about it and dwelling on the desires, but your subconscious mind as well. Because it's the subconscious mind that actually does the work for you once you do the conscious work. So your conscious work is to, consciously take out the pen, write down your desires. I don't think I would limit your desires. They should be pushing you to improve. I don't think they should be so far out your realm of possibilities that it's just like, that's totally impossible, like that's the thought that you have. But I think that when you're starting initially, it should push you more than you think you can be pushed. So you might think, I would like to earn, 10% more than what I earned last year. How about you go to, push yourself a little further, because 10% can be just like a typical raise or what have you. Why don't you push yourself to 50% more than what you're earning right now, or what you earned last year? Mine actually was doubling, and it has increased more than that. So, that's good. Which I thought doubling was like ridiculous. So, but it's, transpired in a year that's apparently so bad. But I don't go there in my head. I'm like, there's ways, you can do phenomenal things as long as you're trying to serve somebody as best you can. And I think that that's part of it too. Like, where's your motivation coming from? It's not out of greed or selfishness or what have you. It's out of serving others and being paid for your services, of course. So anyway, the act of actually putting pen to paper, they say is there's some kind of connection that greatly increases the chances of your subconscious mind finding ways to make it come to pass, whatever the desire is. They also say that writing down your goals or desires, I think it's like 86, I don't know, I think it's like 86% more likely to come to pass than if you don't write it down at all. So you can have a thought in your head, but if the thought is coupled by an action, which the action is writing it down, and then sort of looking over that, hopefully on a daily basis, looking over your desires, looking over your goals. I mean, if you're playing a game, goals are really important, by the way. And it could be relationship goals, it could be monetary goals, it could be whatever goals that you'd like to, like, I would like to have a cat next year, or I would like to drive a newer car next year, or I would like to whatever. Usually I give a pretty vague timeline for myself because I'm not so strict on, I say next year. So, I write the date down, it's 2020 or last year, 2019. And by the end of 2020, I'd like these things to transpire or come to pass. And I wouldn't have so many goals that you're like overwhelmed. I would probably pick like at least one, and I would probably pick 3. Choose 3 of your most important goals that you'd like to achieve for the year. I remember hearing something, I'm not sure exactly where I heard it or who said it, or who they were talking about, but it was about like a teenager who at 17 years old wrote down like 101, or more than that I think, but 101 goals that they wanted to achieve during their lifetime, and it included eating dinner at the White House and landing like a fighter jet on a oh my god, I can't even think, like a aircraft carrier. Oh my goodness. And it also included some really big stuff that, like, what are the chances? And all these things, like, almost all his goals have come true. And I don't know whether he's still alive, but he lived to be, well, if he is alive, he's a pretty old gentleman by now. At least in his 80s, I believe. I don't know when this story was originally told. But you can check it out. It's, you can always find these things. But the chances of things coming to pass are greatly, greatly increased if you write them down. You can always add to them. You can, anything in the written form. So another thing would be journaling. I know I did some dream journaling for quite some time, and I don't anymore, and I probably should, because I don't remember the dreams for more than half an hour in the morning. But I remember one time I used to, I was writing in my dream journal, and by some weird twist of fate, I had a dream about my old people I used to babysit for, and I babysat for them for like 6 years, and they lived, in the same house, and they had a dog named Bear, and they were a really nice couple with 3 kids, and I really enjoyed babysitting for them. I think it was like, from 11 till 17 I babysat for them, or 12 till 18 or what have you. And they were kind of on the outskirts of town and whatnot. And I know that they have moved since then. Like, their kids have all grown up, and they're obviously older than me, and their kids are only slightly younger than me. So they're all grown up. They've moved away, and they haven't lived there for quite a long time. I still remember their phone number too, which is bizarre. So I had a really strong dream about it, and I had written it down. And then I had a dream about, I had a dream that I was there again. And I don't really know why. I haven't thought of these people in forever. So I don't know why I had a dream that I was there and there was a dog named Bear and everything. So I went to a Super Bowl party, and this was a number of years ago. And at the time, there was a, 4-wheel drive truck that we had taken. And these two people asked for a ride home. I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't do any of that sort of stuff. So, Super Bowl party, everybody's tanked and they want to drink, and we'll get a ride home from her because she doesn't drink. So, and there was and it was a really bad snowstorm too, but we had the 4-wheel drive truck and whatnot. So I'm driving, like I know these people, they're acquaintances, but I have no idea where they live. And it was sort of a last minute thing that they asked me to drive them home. And turns out they lived in the same place. And I had only had that dream a couple of months before, that I was driving up the driveway. And their dog's name is Bear. So that was really kind of a cool thing. So now I don't know because I wrote it down, it came to pass, or because I was connected in that space. I don't know. But I do believe in all that too, where, you can tap into some stuff in your dreams. That's where the magic happens, in your subconscious. When you don't even know, you don't even know what's going on. Generally, I don't think most people have lucid dreams, which that's a whole nother concept and a whole nother topic for another time. So anyway, start putting pen to paper. Do it as often as you can. Do it every day. Look at it every day. Even if you don't write every day, write it initially. Look at it once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day. Keep it in the forefront of your mind. Think about how it would be, what you would feel, what you would see if you had your desire. And that's my little tidbit for today. Anyway, it was great seeing you all, and I hope that you have a great night, and we will talk to you later. Thanks so much for watching, and have yourself a great night. Thanks.